Hey guys, Dusty here. Today I'm giving my first impressions review on the Salomon Sonic 4 Balance. Yeah?
What did you do, yeah?
Huh?
What did you do, yeah?
Because I'm hot. Your face is a little red. Okay, so first run done in some very hot weather. And yes, I'm reviewing a Salomon road running shoe. Up until recently, I didn't even know they made road running shoes. And just as a disclaimer, Salomon did send me this pair of shoes for purpose of review. However, they don't get to see this video before you do, and all opinions are my own. And like always, I'll go over the basic stats on this shoe, how it felt during my first run, things that I like and dislike. And just remember, this isn't a full review, this is just my first impressions. This is a neutral support shoe, but I did find it to have quite a bit of stability out there on the run. So the Sonic 4 Balance has a stack height of 32 millimeters in the rear, 24 in the forefoot for a heel to toe drop of 8 millimeters. My men's size 8.5 weighs in at 9.3 ounces or 264 grams. The upper on the shoe is really nice. It's really comfy. You can tell that Salomon really knows what they're doing when it comes to the uppers. My only complaint on this upper is it's maybe a tad on the warm side. And I wouldn't say this is a really hot shoe, but if you're running in really warm weather like I did today, maybe skip the thick socks and just go thin socks. There's a bit of structure to this heel counter. There is a decent amount of padding inside the heel collar. The tongue on the shoe is really nice. It's the perfect length. It's the perfect padding. This tongue is really, really wide, so you're not going to have any issues with it flopping around. And it is gusseted, so it stays in place really nicely. I wish I could just take this tongue out and put it on some of the other shoes that I own. Oh, and for those of you wondering, the insole is removable. Now, as far as fit on this shoe, it is true to size, at least in my case. And the lockdown was really nice. I had no issues with my heel sliding in and out. Even if you did, there is that extra eyelet, so you could tie them up using the runner's knot. Felt very secure in the midfoot. I wouldn't say it's on the narrow side, but it did hug really nicely. And then I felt like there was plenty of room in the toe box for my toes to wiggle around. Now if we move along to the midsole, Salomon is using what they call their OptiVibe cushioning. And basically what that is it's this green puck that sits on top of the white midsole. And I believe it's just some higher dense foam that Salomon says is some added cushion to dampen vibrations without sacrificing energy return. For a shoe that has decent stack height, especially in the heel of 32 millimeters, it's also probably one of the firmest feeling shoes I've ran in. So not a soft shoe at all. If you like a soft ride, look elsewhere. This is definitely a very firm, stiff feeling shoe. So overall about the midsole, know that there is enough midsole. It's not going to be a jarring ride, but it is a very firm feeling ride. Now the outsole on the shoe is using Salomon's Contagrip rubber. And this outsole is awesome. I've only done one run in this, but because it's using that rubber, you know it's going to be really durable. I didn't run on any wet pavement, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to have any issues slipping around on wet surfaces in this shoe. It felt very secure on corners, and I did go through a little bit of a trail section and had no issues with this shoe. Alright, and that brings us into price. The Sonic 4 Balance retails for 170 Canadian or 130 US, and I think that that is a little bit overpriced. This shoe, if you like a firm ride, can be a really good daily trainer. And it does everything good. It doesn't really do anything great though. When I wear the shoe, I kind of get like Asics Gel Cumulus vibes, and that shoe is $10 less, at least in Canadian. I think there are just so many other shoes that are really well known, and people know those other shoes work for so many other people, kind of at that $170 price point. I think it would just be good to see this shoe about $20 cheaper. I don't think a lot of people know Salomon even makes road running shoes. So I think to see this shoe at like the 150 Canadian or 110 US price point would be a lot more enticing to people. And I think that would be a better entry point for a lot of runners. So overall, I don't really have any negatives about this shoe. It ran a little bit hot on the day I took it out. It's a firm feeling ride, but I don't mind that. Like I said, it wasn't jarring. There's still enough stack height or cushion here. It's just firm cushion. My run was mostly easy. I did a few surges up to a faster pace and it felt good at everything. Wouldn't be my first choice for like tempo running or faster interval threshold type stuff. But I think for those runners that like a firm ride, then the Sonic 4 Balance could be a nice daily option for you. So overall, good shoe, not great. Maybe overpriced, like $10 to $20. Salomon also has a couple of other road models as well. They have one that's a little bit lighter, meant to go a little bit faster, and then they have one that has a little bit more cushion than this one. So anyways, let me know down below in the comments if you've ever ran in a Salomon road running shoe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.